Okay, very good morning to everyone. Today I am going to start question 5th and 6th of the exercise 6A. Yesterday I have started this exercise, and what we have discussed yesterday, we were discussing regarding the how we can find out the squares. Okay, very good, Yuvraj. So yesterday we have discussed how we can find out the prime factorization. Okay, you know that prime factorization. Now you are familiar with this method. Yesterday we have discussed many questions based on this concept, right? Yes, let me complete some question and then I'll move to that. Okay, after completing the questions, I'll ask you squares, right? I'll ask you squares. Yesterday I told you till 40 it should be learned by you. Okay. Then we have discussed how we can find out the square numbers also, by which least number it should be multiplied. If any number will be left as single, so you have to multiply with that number. Okay. If any number will be left as single, then you have to divide with that number. Okay. It is mentioned in the question whether you have to find out by division or with multiplication. Okay, so both the questions are same. Whichever number will be left as single, you have to multiply or divide as per your question. Right? Now, question 5th. See the question 5th and 6th. In the question 5th and 6th, both questions are same as it is. Okay. So, 3 numbers are given to you in question 5th. 3 numbers like 8, 9, 10. And 4 numbers are given to you in question 6th. Right? So how we will start this question? First of all, find out the LCM. You can write here LCM or you can write here prime factorization. Right? Anything you can mention. Now, you have to mention these numbers. These 3 numbers are given to you. 8, 9, 10. Okay, question is find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the numbers 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so what you have to do, first of all, find out the LCM. Aniket, sit straight. Don't lie on the bed, sit straight. In these 3 numbers, so first of all, these 3 numbers will go on which table? Or on which number? Smallest. On which smallest digit? Very good. Again, I'm telling you, you have to divide, you have to go for the LCM with the prime numbers. Okay, with the smallest. First of all, see the smallest 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 up to so on. Okay, but always start with the smallest prime number. Right? So I am going to start here with 2. 2 4s are 8, 9 as it is, 2 5s are 10. Right? Again, 2 2s are 4, 9 as it is, 5 as it is. 2 1s are 2, 9 as it is, 5 as it is. Okay, now it will go on 3. Some students ask what they are doing. They are doing first of all 5. Okay, answer will be same, but the method will be wrong. Always start with the smallest, bigger, and then bigger. Right? Now 3, 1 will be as it is. 3 3s are 9. This 5 will be as it is because it is not going on 3 table. Okay, Mankirat Kaur, are you getting? Are you listening carefully? I can observe those who are listening, those who are not listening. Now 3 table, 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3 and 5 as it is. Now at the last, it will go on which table? At the last, Riyam, very good. Very good. Now it will go on 5. Okay, so 5, 1, 1 and 1. Now everything has cancelled. Now you have to mention here what are the numbers. Now how many numbers are in the pair? This is the first pair. Okay, now 2 is single. Okay, this is the second pair. Okay, 5 is single. Okay, so which 2 numbers left as single? There are 2 pairs and there are 2 numbers which are left as single. Very good. Okay, so here you can write in this way. Hence 2 and 5 are left as single. So therefore 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. 2 multiplied by, you have to multiply multiply these two numbers which are left as single. Rest these two are pair. Don't touch these numbers. Okay? These will be as it is. These are two pairs. Okay? Whenever you want a perfect square, you should want everything should be in the pairs. Okay? So which two numbers left as single? Just pick them numbers and go for the multiplication. Right? Now please tell me what you will do with this 10. Quickly. Now what you will do with this 10? If one number will be left as single, the way we were doing yesterday, suppose one number was left as single, so you have to pick that number and then you have to do with the concept. Now please tell me what you will do with this 10. Yes, yes. Try to give the answer. What we will do with this 10? Yes. See, first, before that, what you have to do? Pick these numbers. Okay, pick all the numbers. All. Okay, 2 multiplied by 2. Then this 1, 2. This 3 into 3. And this 5. Okay, so number those who are in pairing, write down one time. The number those who are in pairing, write down one time. This number single, write down as it is. These two are in pairing, write down one time. This is single, write down one time. Okay, find out the multiplication of these first of all. Please tell me, what is the multiplication of these? 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, and 12 5s are how much? How much? Yes. Yes. How much? That is 60. Okay. Now what you have to do? Now you have to multiply. Just wait. Here you don't have to take pair. Here you have to find the complete multiplication. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, here I'll tell you what you have to do. Here you have to find the complete multiplication. Complete all the numbers, all these numbers, all these. Okay, all these. 2 multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 3, 3 and 5. All. Find the multiplication of all the numbers. Don't pick any pair right now. Okay, this question will solve in 2 steps. Okay, please tell me. No, Yuvraj, this is not a multiplication. Angel, correct? Yes. Find the multiplication of all these numbers. All these. Quickly. Yes, hurry up. Aditveer, very good. Avika, your answer is wrong. Simarpreet, Chaitanya, Neerav, Arav, very good. Dharya, Shraddha, very good. Multiplication of all these numbers. Swayam, very good. 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24, 24 into 5 3s are 15. 24 into 15, that will be equals to 360. That will be equals to 360. Okay. Now the question is, find the smallest number that is divisible by each of these numbers. In these two questions, 5th and 6th, the number is given to you divisible. Okay. By which number you will go for the divisible? Here, what you have to do, this 10 and this 360, what you have to do? Please tell me. You will go for the multiplication or you will go for the division? No. Riyam, no. Okay, these two questions are bit different. Okay, Chaitanya, very good. Try to understand the question. Okay, you have to multiply this 10 with this number. You have to multiply this 10 with this number. Okay, I'm going to multiply. And then I'll tell you why. Multiply this 10 with this number 360. Answer will be 3600. Answer will be 3600. So you have to find out that number by which this number is properly divisible. This number will be properly divisible. Now 3600, and if I divide 360 with 3600, it will be completely cancelled. It will be completely divisible. It will go on 10 or 100 or anything. It will not come in decimal. How 360 has come? 360 has come. See, I'll tell you the steps of this question once again. Okay. Because question 6 I'm giving you for the homework. Question 6 and 5th are totally same. So I'm repeating the steps once again. Okay, now please listen carefully. Yuvraj, Vashisht, take your place and sit properly. Now listen. In this question, 3 numbers are given. In the 6th question, 4 numbers are given. Right? You have to find out the LCM first of all of all these numbers. Okay, find out the LCM. Okay, this pairing part I'll do here. First of all, what you have to do, this is your first part. This you have to do first of all. Okay, you have to multiply all the numbers. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. That is equals to 360. Who was asking me how 360 has come? Who was asking? When you multiply all these numbers, your answer will be 360. Okay. Now make the pairing. Now start making pairs. This is the first pair, second pair. These 2 numbers are left as single. Now pick these 2 numbers and go for the multiplication of these 2 numbers. Okay. Whatever numbers will be left as single, suppose 1 number, 2 number, 3, 4, 5. You have to multiply those numbers which are left as single. Right. Now my answer is 10. After multiply 2 and 5, answer will be 10. Now you have to multiply this 10 and this 360. You have to multiply this 10 and this 360. Okay, answer will be 3600. 3600. Try to understand the question. Question is, find out that square number which is divisible by this number. Okay, so this is a square number. 3600 is a square of which number? Please tell me. 3600 is a square of which number? 60. Neera, very good. 60 multiplied by 60 is a 3600. Okay, Angel, very good. So 3600 is a square number of 60. Okay, so they are saying that find out the square number by which I can divide this number. Okay, so if I divide 3600 and 360, answer will not come in decimal. Okay, they will cancel with each other. They will cancel on 10 table. Yes or no? Simbarpreet, getting? Okay, up to here you have to multiply all these numbers. Up to here you have to pick those numbers which are left as single. Now multiply these 2. Okay, you just have to write down your answer this. That's it. You have to multiply this and this. Okay, the step which I am telling you, that is for your understanding part. But why 3600 has come? Because now 3600 is a square number which is divisible by 360. Okay, right? Yuvraj, Vashisht, clear? Chaitanya, in these 2 questions, 5th and 6th, no number will be left as single. Okay, there might be 2 numbers or 3 numbers. Right? In the previous question, Chaitanya, yesterday we have discussed some questions. We have discussed some question of question 3, question 4, where one number was left as single. Right? Yes, Tushika, yes. So you have to do this question in two steps. Okay. After taking out the LCM, first of all multiply all these numbers like I did here. Okay. And here then you have to pick those numbers which are left as single. Then multiply that. Okay. At the last, then go for the multiplication of these 2 answers. That's it. Then your answer will be complete. Yes, Simarpreet. Yes, sure. Chaitanya, it's clear now? Ashima, fine? Okay, good. Show me thumbs up if it's clear. Because I can't ask everyone. Avika, just wait. Let me read your query. Just wait. Avika, you have to write down this as answer. That's it. You don't have to mention anything. The thing which I'm telling you, that 3600 is a perfect square, you can mention or you don't mention, that is not required. Okay, if you will mention it that after writing 3600, that hence my answer is a perfect square. Okay, it is very good. If you will not mention up to here also, I can give you full marks. Clear everyone? Okay. Now question 6 is absolutely same. In the question 6, you will see that 4 numbers are given to you. Find out the LCM. Whatever numbers you will get here, go for the multiplication. Whichever numbers will be left as single, then go for the multiplication of that. And at not solving 6 questions. I'm giving you this for your practice purpose. Okay, if you will do this 6 question by own, you will not get confused any time in these 2 questions. Okay, let's move with the next exercise. Shall we start? Yes, Vanya, clear? Anshul, it's awesome, clear? Nikansh, clear? Okay, very good. Now let's start with the next concept. Open the exercise 6B. I'm telling you in advance, in 6B exercise, you have to learn some rules. Okay, 6B is based upon some rules. No worries, we'll learn these rules side by side. Okay, with the questions. With the question, we'll learn these rules. So today also, whatever rules I'm going to revise here in the class, you have to revise once again at home, otherwise you will forget. Okay, don't keep all these work, like I'll complete this work, I'll revise this thing on weekends. No. Okay, go for the regular practice, regular. Always I was keep on saying, mathematics is a subject that you have to go for the regular practice. Tishika, the video is posted. Very good, Ashima. But you have made so many silly mistakes in the paper, Ashima. I remember so many students. Those who are very good at performance in the class. Okay, no doubt. You are taking doubts also. You are giving correct answers in the class. But still you are doing some silly mistakes in the paper. And you know that I'm not giving the same questions from the book. Okay, I will not give. Chaitanya, very good. I know that. Okay. Now, 6B exercise. The following numbers are not perfect squares. Give reason. Now, there is a rule for question 1. There is a rule. Please, first of all, learn this rule. Okay. 3 numbers are given to you. 3 parts are given to you. Okay. They are saying that, can you tell me that these numbers are perfect square or not? Can you tell me these numbers are perfect square or not? Any idea in your mind that how we can find out these numbers are perfect square or not? Any idea? Shraddha is saying prime factorization, LCM method. Fine, Shraddha, that we have done in the previous exercise. Fine. Chaitanya, very good. Shraddha is saying we have done the LCM method. Okay, we can go with that method. Nikash, long division method. Okay. Arav, long division. Okay. Please bring your ideas. Bring your ideas. Start thinking how we can take out that, how we can find out that these numbers are the perfect squares. Any idea in your mind? Avika, very good. Dharya, prime factorization. Okay. Okay. Chaitanya, good. Now listen. Prime factorization method we have done in the exercise 6A. Okay. Prime factorization. Okay. So for the prime factorization, you have to find out the LCM. Okay. That is a bit lengthy. Okay. But if it is mentioned in your paper, then find out the perfect square, that these numbers are perfect squares or not. If it is mentioned by the prime factorization method only, then you don't have to go for the rules. Okay, some students will say that, ma'am, there are some rules. So can we directly write the answer? No. If it is mentioned, if your question will be of 5 marks, that find out the perfect square by the prime factorization method, then go with the LCM method. Okay, no need to write direct answers. Please try to keep these things in the mind. It will happen in all the chapters, in other chapters also. Okay, you can find out the answer with some simplest formula or with some other formula. So whichever formula, whichever method it is mentioned in the paper, you have to use that only. Correct? Clear? Okay. Now, there are some rules. Okay, for the first question. Okay, what is that rule? If the number which end with 2, 3, 5, sorry, 2, 3, 7, Okay, you have to learn these 4 digits now. You have to learn these 4 digits now. Okay, suppose I have written answer here 625. Find out the last digit. Last digit is 5. So it will be a perfect square. Okay, suppose I have written here 7297. Last digit is 7. So this number will not be a perfect square. Without finding out the prime factorization method, you can write down the direct answer. Immediate answer. Okay, suppose I'm giving you example 3434. Okay, so this number, if the last digit will be 4, that number will be a perfect square. Here I have written some examples by own. Okay, I'm not writing the actual squares, I'm writing this example. Okay, suppose the question is 9732. If the last digit is 2, that number will not be a perfect square. Right? Okay. Chaitanya, we can't say that these are the divisibility rule. We can say that these are the rules for finding out the perfect square. Divisibility rules are something else. Okay? These are not divisibility rules. One more thing. Dipanshu has said. Dipanshu, I was just about to say that thing. If the number is having, if suppose any number 72900, if the number end with odd number of zeros, that will not be a perfect square. If number will end with the even number of 0, that will be a perfect square. Right? Some are similar, Chaitanya, some are similar, but not all are similar, okay? If the number is 8290000, okay, sorry, 0000, how many zeros are there? 4. So that will be a perfect square. If the number of zeros are odd, then that will not be a perfect square. If the last digit will be 2, 3, 7, 8, that will not be a perfect square. If the last digit, if the number of zeros and the ending number of zeros will be odd, that will not be a perfect square. Right? So these are some rules. Okay. Rest of the rules will go with the question. Now please identify from the first question. Please tell me which are the perfect square. Now please count all the. Yes, all the. Please identify part 1, part 2, part 3. Which number is a perfect square? Simarpreet, very good. Ashima, no. Manvi, Shraddha, fine. Yashika, very good. Chaitanya, no. Which number is not a perfect square? Not. They are not asking which is a perfect square, which is not perfect square. Manvi correct, Shraddha correct, Avika correct, Chaitanya no, Manik yes, very good. Tushika yes. Some are getting confused. Some are writing part 2nd, part 3rd. Why? Avni, why? Avni has written part 1. Avni, rest of the parts. First part is ending with 7. That is not a perfect square. Number which ends with 7 is not a perfect square. Second part is 56,000. How many zeros are there? 3 zeros. So that is not a perfect square. If the number of zeros will be odd, that is not a perfect square. Third part, 8392. Ending digit is 2. That is not a perfect square. Okay, so how you will write the answer? You have to write in this way. Question, which question it is? Question second. Sorry, first. Question first is no number is a perfect square. No number is a perfect square because they are ending with 2, 7, odd number of zeros. That's why these are not perfect squares. Understood by everyone? First question is understood by everyone. Okay. So question 1 is no number is a perfect square because they are ending with 2, 7 and odd number of zeros. 3600 is also what you are saying, Chaitanya. Let me read your query. No, Tushika, you can't mention it. Tushika is saying with the rule number, we can mention the rule number. No, in your book it is mentioned as rule number 1. Might be in some other books it is mentioned as rule number 2. Might be in some schools they are doing this as rule number 3. Okay, so there is no like sequence is there of rule. So you just have to write down no and then you have to give a reason. That's it. Okay. Chaitanya, just wait. Yes, Chaitanya, please tell me.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning.
Ma'am, I was saying that 3600 has 2 zeros. Then how is it a perfect square?
3600 is having 2 number of zeros. So how it is a perfect square? Chaitanya, 3600 is a perfect square already. It is having 2 zeros, even number of zeros. So that is a perfect square. The number which is having odd number of zeros, that will not be a perfect square. But if number is having even number of zeros, that will be a perfect square.
Ma'am, there you know 2, 3, 7 and 8 are not perfect squares.
Yeah, number which are ending with, suppose 9, 2, 7. Number which are ending with 7 or 2 or 3 or which are having odd number of zeros, that are not perfect square. Rest others are perfect square.
Okay, ma'am. Now I thought that you were saying 2, 3 or 7 or 8 number of zeros. That's what.
They are not. Okay. The number which are having odd number of zeros, that also they are not perfect square. Rest others are perfect square. Okay, Chaitanya, please mute yourself. No worries if you are having such kind of doubt. Whenever you are having doubt in understanding part, okay, you can please ask me that time in the class. Okay, so let's start with the next question. Saksham will do with the questions. Okay. Saksham is saying, ma'am, please tell the other identities also. Saksham will do with the questions. Saksham question is like, ma'am, right now we are in 8th standard. Please tell the questions of +2 standard also. Right. So we'll do with the questions. I'm going to start the other questions. I said, because if in the beginning I'll tell you all the rules, you will get confused. Seriously, you will get confused. If I'll tell you 10 rules here, okay, you will understand, but you will forget. Okay, we'll do side by side with the questions. Manik, sit straight in the class. Now, second question is, what will be the unit digits of squares of the following numbers? Now, there is a rule. There is a rule to find out the unit digits. There is a rule to find out the unit digits if the numbers are given to you. Okay, these are the squares given to you. These are numbers given to you. You have to find out the units of these numbers. Okay, so how we can find out? Please open the page 94. Open the page 94 in your book quickly. Yes. Okay, read out first two columns. Okay, first column is if the unit digit of the number is 0, if the last digit will be 0, the unit digit will be 0. Unit digit will be 0. If the last digit, these are the last digit are what? What are the last digit? Last digit are unit digits. Okay, if last digit will be 1 or 9, then your answer will be 1. Your unit digit will be 1. These are the rules. Okay, you have to learn it. And don't ask me how this has come. Okay, these are the rules. Okay, now if the last digit will be 2 and 8, then the unit digit will be 4. Okay, if the last digit will be 3 or 7, then unit digit will be 9. I'll tell you a trick to learn these. Okay, just wait. If the last digit will be 4 and 6, then it will be 6. Okay, if the last digit will be 5, then it will be 5. Unit digit will be 5. Okay, so whenever such kind of question will come in paper, you have to write this on your on your right hand side. Okay, on your rough side. Okay, so write in this way. Write down the counting in this way. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, write in this way. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then start the back. Okay, back counting. From here, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, put the commas. If the last digit will be 0, answer will be 0. If the last digit will be 5, answer will be 5. Okay, and here you have to learn the squares. Square of 1, okay, square of 2, square of 3, and this you have to learn that here you have to mention 6. Okay, this is a big trick to learn this thing. Okay, so you can write this table on your left hand side, the right hand side in your paper when such question will come, that find out the unit digits. So you can learn this table in this way. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing here. Now 6, 7, 8, 9, and put commas in between these 4. Okay, now first will be 0 will be 0, last 5 will be 5. Okay, here you have to write the square of 1, square of 2, square of 3, and this you have to learn as 6. That's it. Any doubt? Any doubt how to learn this table? Sure? Okay. Now I'm asking you with the questions. Okay. Now please tell me, everyone, please tell me, I'm asking you this question. Question 2. Tell me the answer of first part. Answer of first part. 7583. 7583. What will be the unit digit of this number? 7983. The last digit is 3. Last digit is 3. So unit digit will be very good. All are giving correct answer. 9. Unit digit will be 9. If the last digit will be 3, unit digit will be 9. Very good. Okay. Now I'm asking you fourth part. Fourth part. 394 56. Last digit is 6. Last digit is 6. So what will be the answer? What will be the answer? Last digit will be 6. So unit digit will be 6. This is your answer. Right? Okay, I'm asking you one more. If the suppose last part, that is sixth part. 189. Okay, 189. If last digit is 9, then unit digit will be what? Unit digit will be what? Very good. If last digit is 9, unit digit will be 1. This is your answer. Any doubt in this question? Any doubt in this question? Very good. Question first is based upon the rule that what will be the last digit. If it will be 2, 3, 7, an odd number of zeros, then it will not be a perfect square. Second question is based upon this rule, this table, and I've told you how you can learn this table in the easiest way, right? And on the behalf of of this table, then you have to write down the answers. Correct? Tanesh, it's clear to you? Okay. Now let me check the time. Your time is about to over. Okay. So question third and question fourth. Can I give you a hint of question third? Today I am giving you question 6 for the homework of previous exercise. Question 1 I have done. Question 2 and question 3 I'll give you. Question 3 I'll give you. Okay. Just wait. The hint of question 3 is, in the question 3, you have to find out which of the following are squares of even number. Which are the squares of question? This is question third. Which of the following are squares of even number? I'm telling you one thing. There is a rule. Squares of even number are always even. Square of even number are always even. Square of odd number are always odd. Okay, now I'm telling you with the question. Square of even numbers are always even. Square of odd numbers are always odd. So third question, first part, 1444. This is an even number or odd number? Even number or odd number? Even number. So answer will be even. That's it. Answer will be even. If the number is even, your answer, your square will be even. Okay. Second part, 1521. 1521 is an odd number, even number? Odd number. So that will not be the answer. Okay. They are saying that only pick those numbers whose square will be even. Okay. So third part is your even number. 3844 means even. So your square will be even. Similarly, question 4th. In question 4, they are saying that find out those numbers whose square will be odd. Odd. Okay. So tell me, first part is the answer or not? First part is 576. So that will be odd. That will be even. So that is not an answer. Second part is 625. So it is odd number. So square will be odd number. Similarly, third part, this is even number. So that will not be answer. So answer of third part is first and third. Answer of fourth part is second. Right? So today we have discussed till question 4 of the exercise 6B. So try to complete your work properly, carefully. Okay, and then we'll discuss next questions by tomorrow in the class. Bye-bye, take care.